down the cup. I can't put down the cup. Chicago. I can't put down the cup. Sipping up from Hennessy. We not fell in love. I can't put down the cup. 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 Let it get run down. 357.
Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo, this Dave Blunt situation is crazy. That situation is crazy, bro. Like a sick situation. This man has an oxygen tank in front of thousands and thousands of people. My question goes to the team. My question goes to the managers. My question goes to the label. It's the same thing. This is the exact same thing as signing an artist that is street inclined, that has multiple felonies, that is gang affiliated. This is the same exact situation. I can't really speak to how whoever he signed to, whoever's behind him, how there isn't a diet in place, how they aren't working to get this man's health together. It's the same exact thing. You can compare it to signing an artist that's heavily in the streets and basically just waiting to cash out. Because at the same time, if you know a young artist is in the streets, you know that eventually two things come from out the streets: death or jail. And labels have insurance policies. They're going to benefit off that, whether we as consumers like it or not. They're going to benefit. But at the same time, when you sign an artist that is bariatric in that sense, where they are performing with an oxygen tank screaming, and the lyrics of the songs is, I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup. That is wild. That's wild. It's sickening. It's almost like, what is the difference between that and signing a young artist that you know has a heavy drug addiction, perk addiction, and in the streets, than signing an artist that's bedridden, that cannot perform on their feet, that uses an oxygen tank? And I wish nothing but the best for Dave Blunt. I would love for Dave Blunt to go continue to get bigger, continue to feed his family, continue to do great things, right? That's what I would want for that man. But at the same time, someone has to be the logical person and say, hey, we need to get this man some kind of workout regimen. We need to start dieting. We need to start figuring out a smoothie situation. Okay, if we're touring, we need to figure out there's there's gyms that are nationwide. We can figure out a way that we can go from, okay, we have a show date here. There's networks of physical trainers, especially when you're dealing with that kind of money, when you got labels behind you, when you like, there's an oxygen tank right there, y'all. There's people in the crowd vibing to the music. He makes good music. We ain't gonna take that from him. But my whole situation is, ain't no way, like, nobody's gonna say something. Like, nobody's gonna be like, look, man, let's probably, well, you can't even take a pause on the music. I'll be realistic. If you were to take a pause on the music, then it stops the money. But at the same time, you gonna ball hard for 6 months only to be bedridden or to pay for those consequences for the next few years? Or you can take a year and go hard and then benefit from that for the next 5 years. Because I just see that, bro. I don't know. I never thought. I mean, we had big rappers. We had Big Pun. We had big rappers. That's not the point here. The point is, this man is screaming, I can't put the cup down. He's screaming for help, and ain't nobody helping him. That's just. But at the same time, it's like, I'm trying to give the devil's advocate perspective. I'm trying to look at it from all perspective. Because the people around him is like, nigga, you the money ticket right now. You the reason we could send money home right now. These checks, we eating off you. So we can't let nothing slow down. If they got to put 6 couches out there for you, you going to sit on them 6 couches and you're going to continue to eat the way you eat. You're going to continue to diet the way you diet. And we just going to benefit off that until your ultimate demise happens. And that's kind of janky, fool. That's super janky. Like, I don't know how we could. Shout out to Lil Baby. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. A few of the other artists that said something was like, listen, man, you probably should put the cup down. He's literally screaming. He's telling you. That's like somebody saying, I can't put down the crack. I can't, like something along those lines. Like, I can't put down the fentanyl, because he's screaming, I can't put down the cup. The cup is promethazine codeine, right? Promethazine codeine is something I'm very, very familiar with. Like, neither here nor there. but that's killing his stomach lining, right? And so he's sipping, and then on top of that, eating a bunch of chemically processed food. And then you have a weak stomach lining because of the codeine and the promethazine erodes your stomach lining. So you're having issues digesting. And then you're eating processed foods. Then there's no cardio. There's no workout. It's a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster. And then we get a headline the next few months. Dave or so and so rapper didn't wake up or this, that, and God forbid, right? Then everyone, man, he should have put the cup down. Man, someone should have helped him. Someone should have been like, he was screaming for help. He was screaming for, I can't put down the cup, and nobody helped him. He was screaming for it. Like this will age badly in a few years. I'm gonna tell you that. It'll age badly in a few years if people don't step up and be a decent human being to this human being. Because that's all we are at the end of the day. We rappers, cool, all that. But at the end of the day, we all human beings. And it takes for a decent human being to speak to that dude and be like, listen, man, if we keep this up for the next, let's do a 3-year projection. 3 years is too far, excuse me. Let's do a 1-year projection for this artist. Where do you think the health goes in about a year? Where do you think, like, do you think that gets better, or does that degrade? Do y'all think that his health is going to go increase? Do y'all think that he's going to be in better shape within a year? Let's just do a 365-day projection. Okay. All right. So I don't know, man. This stuff is tough, man. You got to feed the family at the end of the day. I'm with that. Sleep out the car. Do what you got to do. You going to hook up to an oxygen tank. Sit on them couches. Do what you got to do. Feed the fam. I'm with that 100%. But at the same time, it's like you could feed the fam for a year. Or you could feed the fam for the next 20 years, bro. You know what I mean? But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50,000. We're really trying to get to 100,000. But we'll go, baby steps and all that. We're grateful for every single whatnot. But what do y'all think, man? Is he being negligent, or is he just trying to, capitalize on the buzz? Because we all know how rap is. We all know how internet fame is. It's cyclical. All right. So next week we might be on a different cycle. So it's best for him to just do as many shows. Or should he focus on his health? I don't know, man. I just saw that clip of him hooked up to an oxygen tank screaming, I can't put down a cup. I'm just like, damn, bruh. You could scream. You could ask for help loudly. You could like a nigga could be asking for help and like blatantly in our face, and we just ignore it just because the music's smooth. Like that's kind of wild.